making them very bitter. So they finally become real doctors, and they believe that this is a time to flex their puny muscles. But then they realize that no MD or DO degree will take away them.
Welcome back, everyone.
So this is where Slug keeps all its contraband, right?
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by. Gosh. Right. Just about all negotiations happen in his office, too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop? Ugh, Nannerspank. Don't spit in my mouth and tell me it's banana flavored. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep... Everyone here at Frick... Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in... As for who has access... Nah, last... Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll... Hopefully... Oh... Oh no. Nah.
Ugh. Darn it. There we go. You don't realize how close they are to being slaughtered. Both my science weapons. Gotta fix my bed back there. Watch out, Rat Dog. Stupid.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming, the standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum.
Loading automechanical. How can this
You got it, Cap.
failsafe successfully disabled? Failsafe successfully. Ejecting. Apologies. This unit.
Glad my box hauling days are over.
Inspector. To what? Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. What makes you say? Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our... But why? Everything that was stolen has seen... So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire, and I must say, Inspector, you've done... Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess... Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier... Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to that, or she never intended it to stop. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were... This is a betrayal, Inspector. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground. Yes. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon... If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas... Again, I appreciate your assistance with... I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murder. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
What next? 4. Oh yeah, I must fix my camera settings. Okay. We are back. No.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Pepsi back there.
Oh. Next stop.
Rizzo.
You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here? I'm leaving my shoes on.
Inspector. Closely, Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably... With that in mind, do you think... Fair enough, Inspector. I won't try to influence your judgment any more than... Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least...
Oh.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
That's interesting.
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a... This hypothesis is plausible, but... Now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse low to moderate.
I was wondering about that. Before we arrived, I heard something on the aether waves about black hole.
Correct. Bert. Accessing the Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the... This evidence...
Easy.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
Inspector, not a moment. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last... Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also... Conversations with Miss... I'd best return to work, Inspector.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. How may I... I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover... That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Oh, my. Ah, yes. Not to worry, Inspector. It was indeed cleaned for you. Except...
What floor would you like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Let's see here.
Got it. Gets down.
Okay. Not sure what this is all about.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expect a complaint to management. You... I'd give you a stern admonition, but your bluntness suggests that... Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who... You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something, a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or... Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is... Oh. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection. Ask me anything at all. Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly, I suspect, poison. And who would be... None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally. Is that a jibe? How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here. Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt... Certain. How was it that... How awful. Whoever did this must... I was meditating, of course. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather... All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot. Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should. Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you... Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think... In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way. Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't... Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her... You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously. Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. But I suppose we may discuss it further. Very well.
Timeline discrepancy detected near. Bye.
Is that a woolly cow? Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel?
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are... Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms. A brief survey of this area reveals that... In a brief... This unit was...
Zeke Hannigan. What? Don't... Miss Helen, just be... What can... I...
Nice.
What floor would you like? To the left.
Damn.
Timeline discrepancy detected near. Analysis of this stovetop reveals approximating proximity to volatile. Searching slug work logs. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack. Slug.
Yes? Are you here? You're the inspector? Here? Of course I did. I would never allow... Oh. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother Okay. I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable... Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry? Well, I suppose that I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking. Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the... Let's not talk about the incident. It's always... Mr. If you...
An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of... No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived. Excellent observation, Inspector. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional... These high concentration of potassium chloride. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry, cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer Banter Protocol activated. We'll find this brat bastard's response.
Have you seen the prophet of prophets?
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my
I don't think we ever respected a gate in this colony.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about? Hey, that's pretty good. The shop.
We can help her out, right? Won't take.
I know it's a pain. Hey, if you find.
Welcome to unusual, but
All right, that's enough.
What floor? If you see.
Ask me. Oh? Tampering? What? That damn... Well, if you must know, it's... an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form? Oh, well, there's... Maybe I just wanted to see what was... As it so happens, I may not have had the terror egg last. But before you indict me, please, just... Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen terror, she would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die. And even then, it would be an extended... No, really, you must listen. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, please think... Thank you very... You hold my fate in your hands, Inspector.
What? Next up.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on them. You must stop them. I don't have... The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever... Maria... Why were you going through Maria's... Excellent. Bellhop Owens, recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison. I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her kill...
Hmm. Uh, oof. Hmm.
No cacao detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found... Oh, Betty, you big goof! What were you thinking in that little metal... And you... Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's... I guess...
Don't think I know you. Yeah. Then again. You're...
What the?
Gosh, that's clever.
You're... No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dim.
Welcome back. A ship, and I learned about secret. Wait. Father. All right. So, as you can see, this... Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons. So... Good. Here... See? No. But I might tell you what's in it. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon. Oh.
Got it. Heads down.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment. Thank the law. Should be just enough to get Cass out of her damn cell. I guess break... You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
I was just getting started.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor? No, Trooper. What about these tubes poking out everywhere? No. Trooper, stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, Commander.
You're going down!
The mess for the best. That's the last of him. Here it comes!
So these hullheads sit around in circles and try to invite profit into their life? I hope they get eaten by rats.
Timeline description.
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential. Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were... Ah, excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. And if... Boring. Oh? I'm surprised. What would... I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills. I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I? Why? In fact, I haven't visited the Colonial since I arrived several weeks.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. If you sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning... And remember, think positive. Positivity equals... Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I mean... But what... Of course, I've been studying under her for years. Of course... Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually. Yes, the circumstances there are... However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were. I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that. Especially because whatever she was I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact it. The Prophet. Welcome back.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests warning, ingesting, smoking, or inserting. Side effects from extended exposure include hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Side effects from prior whether or analyzing complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil,
Stop that! What do you think you're doing? I suppose I can look away this time.
identify, scan, judging error, recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Ready when you are.
Read real quick. Oh my god. This is who says we so lit?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
We all in one piece.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Timeline discrepancy detected. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? I'm pleased that None of my clients have ever complained, so It was... yes. I suppose I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. Yeah. Well, whatever the... Oh, really? Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've... Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to... So when it came time, after that I entered a less than coherent state. Laws, no. Do you jest? Besides, I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak. What? I don't believe you. I think... No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. No. You think... Yes.
It's not good enough to be better than everyone.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. So, tell me... Ms. Leva's techniques have... Does the profit strike... I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector.
We're working on getting a good ending for that profit.
Inspector, I've been... Tell me... I beg your... There's nothing... I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. We're done. You what? Now wait just a minute. All right, fine. Let's do this your way. You say I program... I admit, I have been encouraging you to resolve this case as quickly as possible. Hell, it wasn't enough that she smile for our cameras and kiss a bottle of Spectrum Brown. For one... Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And the distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. Forget what I said. Damn.
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going...
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Out of my way! Boss, did you see that?
Halcyon Helen? Thought you were dead.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about... Coming from anyone else, I might have scoffed. But you? I can believe you saw through my charade, Inspector. I've heard about you and your ship, Hawthorne. You're one of the few competent people left in... She was much more to me than a body double. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Are you serious? Halcyon Helen's got a twin sister? I mean, yeah, it's obvious. You know, if you think about it.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash...
Call me a murderer all you like, Inspector, but I'm no coward. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heart.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host. A bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again. A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent. Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye...
You're being paranoid.
Don't try to deny it. He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's Dr. Leora Blossom. Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. You know we...
Don't listen to me. Throw in... Think of the future, Inspector.
It's a deal.
Sounds good to me.
We don't have a lot of time.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Goodbye.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know enough. Head through that door. There's another way out. exit. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. This entire if they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies. You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back. See you soon.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing... Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico. I still... This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable. A little more... We're going... Cedric... I'm glad one of us is an expert. Most of what I know is based on Dr. Blossom. Sprats have an... Dr. Blossom... You're a scientist and an inspector? I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize... I'm glad I could count... Once you're finished... Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the... You're right. Here. You take good care... There is one other thing. While you're at... I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more... Best of luck.
What floor would you like to visit?
seen the profit of profitability. La, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them? No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside.
Inspector, I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is at the moment. Regardless, you must have... Oh, my. You mean Lou was... It's an ambitious plan, I'll give him that. But tell me, why should... Always best to make sure a man has a better nature before you appeal to it. All right, but you can expect Slug's support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet... I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, I imagine you have a plan for... Are you really? Inspector, I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a... Thank you. With Helen. That's not terribly surprising, considering this anti-parasitic. It would restore my people to their original... You do inspire... Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over there. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. You remember her. There's a package on the desk. You're right. Now then, is there an...
Essence of Sprat? You sure this'll do the trick?
Don't you frown at me!
Oh, wow.
That should do the trick. Yes, and Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovicos. I had to... He was clearly a spy for... It's like he was stalking. That doesn't make any sense. If he was a He was working for Bertie. Bertie Holcomb. I may have made an accidental, inadvertent... Yes. I'll find his closest living relative and send them an autographed...
I just want to be That's the last of him!
Phaeton. Affirmative. Incoming message from Rizzo's Distillations.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill... I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built.
End.
Why couldn't you make this quick?
Wonder what they were storing down here. Were they getting ready for the launch?
What a mess. This whole place is... Oh, show you happiness!
Hey, Captain. Whatever happens, I just want you to know, I've always got your back.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. Just a guest. Welcome. We were just talking about you. You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. You think you've saved this colony. All you've done is robbed Hel... And you've angered my queen.
I got tired of listening to this jackass when he called us on the ship.
Not even a little.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the debt. Don't be afraid. She can... Your Highness! Dinner is served. Wait. No, not me. Damn! Merciful law! Stop!
A big worm.
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. This is a golden ticket. Good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing...
Great work.
Wow, you got that?
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list. Is that... I imagined this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and... Hilarious, Captain. You must be very popular with your crew. I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to be... Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for... You're right. She wouldn't. She was always braver than me, you know. I was always the defeatist. And now, without Belinda, I think I have to give up on being Halcyon Helen. She wouldn't be pleased to hear me say that, but... You're right. I'm despairing. That's not worthy of me. It's not... Thank you, Captain. I needed to hear that. Keep the gun.
There's only room for one slug boss on Eridanos. You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my gratitude.
Not today, Sam. I am not... Welcome back, Cap. Or shall I call... During your absence, I passed the time by... Unfortunately, my understanding... I have been awaiting closure for the details of your investigation. I have a growing library of information about you. Attitude, cataloging human behavior as a... Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon Helen? Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve a murder he committed? This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation. How can I be of assistance? See you soon. Byzantium, Captain.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. The Phoenix... Yeah. You're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
All right, that'll do.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors.
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriate. Maybe you could do some reconnaissance. Just... What is it? I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Ugh. Okay, how long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours. We're getting there. One moment, I gotta search the store here. Let's see here. Alien Rogue Incursion. I'm not exactly sure what Alien Rage is supposed to be.
Exactly. For starters, does. And that.
Sounds like my old job.
That's what I. My. What is it?
Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice.
Remember that.
Yep, you're looking at the minister. The others took me out to celebrate. Oh. Oh, you down? He's basically the most important. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. That's right. That's a great...
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here.
Sure have.
He's got power.
Adam, you, Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. It's not every day you get your... Wow, you've got, like, this crazy energy. Oh, Laws. I really shouldn't. I'll... You know, that's a very good point. Yeah. I don't feel so...
Easy now.
I've always loved you.
You're not one of my...
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister fella.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. Drugs, of course. I don't have any drugs.
I ain't buying it, boss. I said we check him for...
Will that... Oh dear, I don't think I can say... Of course, of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've lost...
You've been all alone in this house? Would...
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the... Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his...
If by look for details, he means knock things about and take what we like.
That's certainly one way of doing things. Far be it from me.
This all feels off, Captain. Like...
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly... Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident. Via the Acropolis District. But only board employees are allowed. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable... Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me... But they need to know what's... Good. Halcyon...
You must be... Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be...
The Acropolis District is... What in the law's name are you? Honest mistake. Why don't you come back?
All right. How does this sound?
It works.
So, how...
What is it now? As I recall, you were saying something about... Sure. Let me just take that off. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue.
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals. If you'd like to make an appointment, please request an application form.
Do we really
if you'd
need
like to
all this
request an
security?
application form,
I have to go through
please
3
make an appointment.
State your business. Please step away. Huh. I didn't realize. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry. Now, let's see. You don't have to be... Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the...
Don't worry, boss. I got a plan. First, we get ourselves some tossball sticks.
Felix, don't you start.
Felix, don't you start.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former... I suppose that is...
Look at this fancy office. Chairman's bleeding the whole colony dry.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters.
I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed.
But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity.
Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this!
While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcynite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights.
Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again.
And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and...
What level clearance?
Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself... I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new...
Heads up, boss! I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That woman...
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
Sorry, I'm... Oh. Oh. You know, I always have time for sprout mitochondria.
Are we still talking about cell division?
This is certainly a conversation worth continuing elsewhere. In that case, I can get you into the lab. Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Hold.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That's actually...
Let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular incident brought about by a ruptured aneurysm. That's 6%.
I haven't seen you before. You're not a test subject, are you?
Gotta fix that controller issue. Let's find that. Yep. I should have stretched. Oh, I need to find that controller. This might take a minute. Not sure what that business with my headphones was just now. Well, that's a little bit upsetting. I have to raise this whole thing. Just see if I can find it somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, that's no better. Ah, gonna have to charge it. Oh well. These things happen, you see. Ugh.
Yeah.
What was that? Look. What was that?
Well, we got pretty strong there. But every now and again, you gotta be a murder hobo.
I am a You have a message from Adjutant Sophia.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in and my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a... You have something I want. I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after some... Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. You are making a serious...
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors? If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Do return in one piece.
Myself busy in your absence, optimized my... All I need now is the... What? Oh, yes, well, why do you think we've been doing... Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon... I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes two things we don't have. Time and... None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe we're out of time, we're out of chemicals, we may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending... Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill... Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in... Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the... The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope. We need to get to those... Merciful gibbering law! You're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space. Right next. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me. But if we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive.
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope skip drive, your navigational computer.
I don't understand a word you said, Doc.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Once...
No, not... Ugh.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, the board...
Get a second? You know, they're gonna make a serial about our... I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark... Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Thrilling Tales of the Unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the... I'm part... Not bad. Stealing the Hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. Come on, boss. We're not gonna die horribly. It'd kill our ratings. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me,
Yeah, huh?
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational... We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute. You'll have to
That ought to do her, Captain.
Stay out of sight. It's all on the wrist.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so shows how much I know. You've got about 5... Get out of here on your own accord, or we'll dump your body out the airlock. Get out of here on your own accord, or we'll dump your body out the airlock.
Well, that was for nothing.
You all right, Captain? I mean, seeing this place again?
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully...
Error. Upgrade. Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Error.
Should we assign Sam for a...
Heads up, that's what you Oh, that's the last of him.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. And also potentially kill an entire planet. Jump-starting the skip drive. I would...
Worse ways to go out, I suppose.
All right. It is in your hands now, Captain.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with...
That is what my...
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport.
Yes.
You should not be doing this.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all... Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has...
Right there. I don't recognize you. I'm just trying to make sure you... You still think more.
Report is ordered. Hey, Rydog, what are you doing?
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from... Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about... I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. The board, all they're left is they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking... You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would... How can I... I'll be here. Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Oh. That happens sometimes.
For your friend, just...
That's the last of us.
You gotta show me how you did that.
This time I'll be leveling up more than likely.
Sam, I must confess. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking, I believe the crew would like to speak with you.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth, but that course of action is likely to be... I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into...
Getting in is the simple part.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanent.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with...
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But...
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our...
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
We gonna prepare? Sure. Guess I could give my ass-kicking boots another coat of polish.
Now that's a program I can...
Thinking on...
Yes, who...
Technically, I'm about 9 levels past what I ought to be.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
To finish this tomorrow because I'm starting to get kind of tired. Alright, we will see y'all on the next one.